one day I just was on my phone, and then I saw she sent me a number of screenshots. So when she sent me, I'm like, why is my sister sending me all these screenshots now? So I took out my phone and I looked at the screenshots apparently. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'll be discussing with you guys and giving you guys a gist. It's more or less like a story time, so just sit back, relax and enjoy today's video. Now from the title you already know what today's video is about. Basically I'll be giving you guys a story of one of my experiences in a very rough relationship. Okay, so back then in school, because I went to a private school, so I was very strict and focused on my books because I didn't want like any confusion, because like my school there were a lot of issues with like extra year and stuff like that. So when I was in school I was just focused on my books and all of that basically. But in my third year I kind of met this guy. I didn't meet him in school though. He was from my school, but he had graduated. So I met this guy on social media, Facebook, and we started talking, we started gisting. He really liked me, he was showing interest, he was very caring, he was very nice and all of that. So as I then, like I said, my priority wasn't a relationship. I just wanted like to make friends. I just wanted to concentrate on my book and read and like just do what I came to school for, which is to read now. So I was very focused on my book. So when he came along, he told me his interest, that he really likes me and he wanted a relationship with me. I was like, should I? But then I'm like, no, Cheta, just stand your ground and like just do you. I said, no, let's just be friends and all of that. We can be talking, I mean, but right now I'm just in for friendships, honestly. Like I just want genuine friendships, getting to know people and stuff like that. So we got talking, we're talking, always chatting on WhatsApp as at then, always on phone calls, we're talking and stuff. And I was getting fond of him actually. He too, he had liked me from the onset, honestly. So I was just trying to get fond of him and to see whether he could sway my decision and all of that. So eventually he was like really helpful, because he's kind of intelligent and smart. So he graduated from my department too. So whenever it had to do with anything studies related, if I asked him, he would just help me out and all of that. He was really helpful. So at a point I'm like, man, this guy is really helpful, Cheta. And he kept pushing for the relationship. So I'm like, okay, fine, let's just do this. Yeah. So we started dating. This was long distance. I was in school, he was done from school, he was somewhere away, but we were doing our thing, our dating thing. So anyways, we're dating, we're always on the phone, we're always chatting. Like my very close friends then knew about him. Yeah, so we're really close, and the relationship, but to be honest, I won't even lie, as at that point, I don't know, it kind of felt one-sided. It kind of felt like he was more into it than I was. And to be honest, like I enjoy it when, sorry, I'm adjusting my cap, I enjoy it when it's both ways, like you're into it, I'm into it and all of that. So basically I didn't really care. I was like, I'm just putting in effort to see that I get to like him more and more as the day goes by. So we kept talking, we kept in quotes dating, even though it was long distance and stuff. So then I noticed that he, like normal relationship, now he started bringing up some attitudes, like maybe like he'll be like, not necessarily send him nudes, but he'll just like, what are you wearing, and all those like weird stuff that people did back then that were just like, you get. So whenever he does that, I'll just be like, nah, this is not for me, because right now I don't want, like, I'm not going to do this, I'm not ready for this and all of that. Like, so he'll be like he'll apologize, like he will do something like that, you caution him, he will literally apologize like a million times, baby, I'm sorry and all of that. But then the thing is, he will still do it again, you get. He'll still do it again, you get. So he will apologize, he will do something like that or something related to that. I'll caution him, he will be like, oh baby, I'm sorry. Even when I'm like, I'm good, I've let it go, he'll still be apologizing. So I just took it like, it's just him being him, basically. So we kept dating and talking and stuff until there was a time that I came back from school. So my sister, anytime I bring up his discussion, the way sisters would just like I'll bring up his conversation and be like, see what happened, see what he did for me. Like, he's really nice and all of that. Like, he's trying, even though I'm struggling to love this guy, it seems like he's really genuine and he's really nice. But then I noticed that my sister was always like, okay, oh. Like, she wasn't always like into, you know, the way when you're giving your gist now, someone would be like, hey, really, it's true and all that. But she wasn't really like buying it. I don't know, she was just not familiar. Like, she wasn't just giving me the vibe I wanted. Actually, I noticed it, so I'm like, what's up now? Why is my sister doing this and all that? But I didn't really want to pay attention to them. Like, maybe it's just one of those things, like we girls and all of that. So anytime I bring up his conversation, she would just be like, she won't even want to say anything. Whenever I'm like saying good things about him, she won't really want to say anything. And basically, I don't know, I didn't understand what it was as at then, until one day I was not telling her that, see, tell me, why don't you like this guy? Why don't you like this guy? Let me know why you don't like this guy. Do you get? She was not like, I don't know, I just don't like him. I just feel you should be careful. Like, I don't even want you being with this guy and all that. I'm like, come out straight. Tell me, what is the problem? Why don't you want me to be with this guy? And then she's like, I don't know, just be careful. I don't know, there's something about him. There's something, you know, when someone keeps saying this, there's something about him and the person is not being like straightforward telling you what it is, you get? So she was like, I don't know, there's something about him, there's something about, like, tell me what it is, like, for heaven's sake. So she's like, okay. So we kept talking. I was still trying to get words out of her, but I just thought it was one of those things, until one day I just was on my phone and then I saw she sent me a number of screenshots. So when she sent me, I'm like, why is my sister sending me all these screenshots now? So I took out my phone and I looked at the screenshots. Apparently it was him messaging her, telling her how he likes her. That's my, in quotes, supposed boyfriend. Telling her how he wants to have something to do with her behind my back. Jeez, I was mad. I was God, I literally lost it. I was very upset. Like, I was really, really upset. Immediately I called her. She now said she didn't know how to tell me all this while, but this was the best she could do. Send a screenshot. This is it. That's why she has been saying she doesn't like him. Like, the guy is too timing and all of that. But she didn't even want to hurt my feelings, so she didn't know how to bring it up and tell me. God, I was really upset. Now, I was very upset, but then I was contemplating, how do I deal with this issue now? Do I call this guy and tell him this is what my sister told me? I'm like, nah, it's waste of time, because I know him. Like I said before, from past experiences, whenever he does something wrong and you caution him, he literally apologizes. I'm sorry, baby, I'm sorry, all those things. So anyways, I just forwarded the screenshots to him, and then I think I blocked him on WhatsApp, because that was it. I just couldn't, like, that was the height of nastiness, like my own sister, you get? So immediately he started sending me messages. You know what, like when you block someone, you can still see like the person trying to contact you, trying to do whatnot. So he was sending me messages and all of that, but they were not reaching me. So the next thing, because he knows my brothers and we all went to the same school, so he knows my brothers. So he reached out to my brothers and started telling my brother that please, that he really wants to contact me, that he needs to talk to me and stuff and all of that. So my brother came and met me and said, see, this person is trying to reach you, you get? He even reached my sister. I was like, please, I'm trying to reach Cheta. My sister didn't even respond to him and all that, because she already knew what was up. So my brother then contacted me and all of that. So I remember then telling my friends, my really close friends, because I have 3 really good friends, shout out to them, Cynthia, Sandra and Judith. In no particular order, I love them. But then back then, I now contacted them and told them, see what's wrong. And then they were like, God, they were like, Cheta, just rethink it. Maybe you should just hear him out. Maybe I'm like, there's nothing to hear out. They're like, just hear him out, just listen to him, hear what he has to say. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I don't want to. Okay, fine. So I unblocked him, and eventually next thing is literally like he's trying my number every damn second. The next thing, his call came in and he was like, I'm sorry, I'm this, I'm that, and then I saw the trail of messages he had been sending like crazily. I'm sorry, I'm this, I'm that, I promise I won't do it again, blah 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 blah. I'm like, I now contacted my friends. I'm like, see, honestly, I can't deal with this. Like, this guy's already messed up. I'm not doing this anymore. They were like, I just hear him. I just see, you know how God forgives us our sins. Maybe you should forgive and all of that, blah, 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 blah. But I really get them coming from me in a nice place. Now, don't take my friends as if they are really nice people, and they probably felt like he made a mistake. And like I told you, I always share the good things he did for me. So they were like, he's a nice person and all of that. So maybe it was a genuine mistake, and just forgive him and rethink it and stuff and all of that. Now I'm like, do I really want to do this? Honestly, I don't want to invest my time in things like this. Like, I'm really done. I'm really done. My friends kept contacting me and they, oh, you just rethink and all of that. So I said, fine. And I was like, let me just get talking to him. Not like I would be in a relationship with him and like instantly, like, let's just start talking again and see if we can actually patch up this whole situation. If we can't, then everybody goes their separate ways. So yeah, he reached out to me, and then we started talking. Like, we started taking baby steps basically, and we started talking again and all of that, blah 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 blah. Up until we started talking. It's not like we started talking again. We started getting to that point where we were before, like gisting and talking and stuff. And then the next thing, he did it again. And sometimes they say a guy that's a cheat is like actually a cheat. Like, they don't change from these things. So he did it again, and he started messaging my sister again. You can imagine. This time around, my sister gave me the phone. I'm like, answer this thing. You get? So I was the one that answered him and told him, this is Cheta, that if you know what's good for you, stay away from myself and all of my family members from now henceforth. Do you get? And then that was it. He blocked himself from my sister's or social media pages. He kept contacting me, but I blocked him. You get? He couldn't even reach out to anybody this time around because he knew, like, second trial he messed up. So that was it. We just cut ties. He tried, but it didn't work out, so everybody moved on with their lives. Yeah. Now, this happened in maybe say 2016. Yeah, 2016, right? Fast forward to 2021. One of my friends, like I mentioned, that I shouted out to, Sandra, Cynthia, and Judith. One of my friends reached out to me, one of the three of them, that the guy was bossing her, like, baby, I like you and stuff. And this same guy knew that this girl was my friend. You know, like, I just feel like there's something wrong. Like, I'm sorry, but I actually feel like there's something wrong with this guy. He actually needs to see a therapist or something, because you can't be going to my friends, like, bro, really. But yeah, he reached out to my friend again, and he's like buzzing her how he likes her and stuff. I just told her to be careful though. I'm done. Like, it's been almost 5 years now. Like, I really don't give any single shit about all of this. I've moved on. So I just told her, and she's like, nah, she's just informing me and all that. So I'm like, okay, wait, why not ask him what happened between you and Cheta? As per a friend, what happened between you and Cheta? Like, because I remember you and Cheta used to have a thing. What happened? And then he was like, well, I can't remember. How you remember that you tried to cheat on me with my sister? How? Anyways, so yeah, that's it though. I believe he's living his life wherever he is. I am living my life. I'm enjoying my life, and yeah, that's it. So I hope I didn't take too long in today's story, but yeah, that's about the end of this story. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, share. Please subscribe and share. Help me. I'm trying to get monetized basically, so just help me subscribe, share, like, and all what's not, because more amazing stories like this will be coming up in this channel. So just sit back and enjoy, and thank you guys for listening. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.